Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here on the channel, back on cryptocurrency theory, back with another live stream coming at you this morning, Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. We are going to be taking a look at a couple different things. Obviously, a couple different things. We have some coins that we need to check some charts. We need to look at where and what is going on in the crypto markets. Obviously, this is going to be a pretty big week this week with various things kind of on the docket, prices on the move, that kind of thing. So without further ado, I'm going to get some last minute things here. I did hit the stream button a little early here, but not to worry. We do have the show fully composed for you. And we'll be diving into the prices here first. Be diving into comments and concerns. Some people have been reaching out. Obviously, thank you for that over the last 24 hours. Obviously, some communities are a little bit more stoked than most. Zcash had a little bit of a recovery last night here, heading over 400 US dollars. We're seeing Monero continuously hit new highs. It's up over 600 US dollars. No mainstream news outlets are talking currently about Monero. Just to give you guys an idea, it's really just us here on the internet, a few other select channels. Nobody's really talking about it at all. It's not on people's minds. It has not been on people's minds as it creeps up and hits a all-time high and continues to hit those highs. That's what the interesting part about it is it continues to hit those highs. And we've been covering this last night. It's been kind of unfolding. We'll dive into it. Gold is well on the move, also hitting an all-time high. Did it hit an all-time high? It hit $4,600. So I think with the recent rally we had, it might have just outpaced that. So gold hitting an all-time high as well. I haven't looked at the price on silver, but I guess it would make sense to. If you guys are jumping in here, guys, we are going to be jumping into a live stream based on stuff happening in the markets right now. We got the crypto bill trying to pave the way for a full Senate vote. It's another thing that's happening in the crypto markets with this bill. They are trying to basically get the crypto bill in front of the Senate so they can vote on it. That's kind of the hot topic of this week. But really, I'm not too worried about that bill, guys, honestly, to be completely honest with you. I've kind of learned that a lot of times if it's the government's view don't really matter as much as like say a privacy coin that's raising in the ranks as much as it has over the last couple of days. Monero is now a top 12 coin. Let's check out the market cap. Now it's staying at the top 12 too. It looks like Bitcoin Cash is still at 11. Coming down a little bit yesterday. Bitcoin Cash hovered around 660 US dollars. It came down a bit, clocking in a little bit lower than we were looking at yesterday. It had a little bit of there was a little bit of a dip into the evening that I was following, a little bit, a broader crypto market dip. Other than Zcash and Monero, most of the market dipped into the evening last night. You know, it looked a lot worse on the screen than the actual numbers. I mean, the percentages weren't crazy, but it did knock Bitcoin Cash down a little over 5% over the 24-hour period. We were peaking up at about $660 yesterday. Think about this time yesterday, we were Monero up more, hitting an all-time high. Like I said, 606 US dollars. See where Monero is on $613 on some exchanges, guys. So Monero this week has kind of been the one that has been kind of shining, right? It's up 20% in the last 24 hours. It's up 42% for the week. Coming at you at a top 12 market cap of a little over 11 billion. And, you know, Bitcoin Cash here, still here at 12 billion, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it seems like Bitcoin Cash has been at this 9 to 12 billion range for quite a while. And, you know, with this Monero being kind of stuck at 12 because the rest of the market increased a little bit and didn't fall enough for Monero to clip that next position point up. Market coming in at 3.12 trillion. Fear and greed index it's kind of the same old thing here. Um, yeah, so why are the markets up today? Let's jump it in. The crypto market rose 0.79% in the last 24 hours. Institutional accumulation, positive sector specific news fueled cautious optimism. The move aligns with a 0.47% 7-day gain, but contrasts with a flat 30-day trend. And this kind of, guys, ties back to we've seen net outflows of Ethereum and Bitcoin products over the last days. I don't know if you guys have been following the news. We have been seeing a net outflow. There was a repurchase of, or not a repurchase, there was a major purchase of Bitcoin through Michael Saylor's strategy this past week. And, it's all kind of at the same time where we got net flows coming out of certain Bitcoin products, Ethereum products, these kind of things. So it kind of throws the market kind of weird, right? We're not seeing like a definite bull mode formation in any of the broader cryptos like Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything, but we at the same time we are kind of seeing these privacy coins like Monero continue to hit all-time highs, continue to dominate the market while other stuff is kind of running flat. So there wasn't something that I saw also that was tied into privacy today. It was tied into privacy. I can't find it earlier. I was looking at it. Somebody banned the use of privacy tokens. So I'm gonna try to find that. So hope you guys are doing well, guys. We are live, so feel free to drop it in the comments and concerns if you have any. We'll try to cover them at some point during the show. But yeah, I read something earlier. I was looking, and somewhere, somehow, they had a ban on privacy coin transactions. I want to say it was, fuck, I don't know. But we're gonna find it for you. We are gonna find it for you. So, yeah, I mean, Monero keep hitting an all-time high, right? Dubai's privacy token ban. So Dubai's financial regulator, DFSA, has officially banned privacy tokens like Monero and Zcash in the DIFC. So I don't know when this took place. It's not giving me a date here, but it does look to be accurate. Let's find you a date. Because I don't know if we woke up and got that news today or this has been something that we have not followed. But nonetheless, when we see countries like Dubai ban privacy coins, yet we see a all-time high reached in the top market cap coin, Monero. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It kind of leaves us kind of wondering what it is that we're missing here. And the thing is we're not really missing anything, guys. These are decentralized computer networks that are not controlled by any type of regime or government, right? That's kind of the main thing here. So it looks like there has been some regulation here. Dubai bans privacy coins. Dubai. Okay, here we go. We got an article coming in here just today. Dubai bans privacy coins here with Monero and Zcash unbothered by the crackdown, which is kind of true, right? Dubai just drew a hard line in crypto privacy on January 12th. The Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA, banned privacy tokens and rewrote its crypto approval process. Privacy coins, focused coins like Monero, XMR, and Zcash have surged in response. So it looks like they drew a hard line on crypto privacy. Let's see what it says here. This move aligns with a broader global shift. Regulators worldwide from Europe, Hong Kong now prioritize strict identity verification over anonymity in crypto markets. Typical crypto fashion, privacy tokens such as Monero and Zcash have outperformed the broader market, defying the privacy crackdown, right? So it looks like somebody has got access to some type of government entity's website here. Dubai's financial regulator has banned privacy tokens across the Dubai International Financial Center, the DIFC, citing AML and sanctions risk. The updated rules also bars mixers like Tornado Cash, which we all know about the Tornado Cash guy. That whole thing that happened where it was basically like a mixer. People were using the Tornado Cash to mix Ethereum transactions, and you basically it makes it basically like where they can't track the transaction, which is it's a pretty big deal. When we start seeing governments go after founders that create certain tools. So what exactly did Dubai ban, and how did Monero and other privacy tokens respond? The DFCs oversees the Dubai International Financial Center, a financial free zone used by banks, funds, and crypto firms. Effective today, January 12th, any privacy token is illegal within the DIFC. So it seems like it's illegal in the banking sector. I don't know that it doesn't really say. I don't believe this is like a complete ban on people using privacy tokens as like retail traders or people participating in peer-to-peer transactions. It doesn't look like that's the case. But a privacy token obscures transaction details, including the sender, receiver, and amount. And we did a video yesterday too, guys, if you want to go back and watch it. That video included a lot of cool stuff with Monero, things that are happening with Monero, and why Monero is on the top reign of coins at the moment with upgrades and things that are even going to make that process even better. So one second, guys. Here, let's take a short little break, and we'll be right back. What is up? What is good? I hope you're enjoying the live stream. I wanted to take a moment to let you guys know, as you're enjoying the live stream, that there is several ways that you can help the channel and help the community that we're trying to build here on Cryptocurrency Theory reach a broader audience. And obviously, the obvious ones are like and subscribe. But past that, what you can do is you can share the videos on Twitter X, a platform that I've been banned from for several years due to what I think is some BS. But also here on the screen, guys, I have a couple different coins that I personally love, and I hope that you love too. And if you would like to donate any cryptocurrency, guys, just know that as a cryptocurrency enthusiast, this is the best thing that you can do to support the channel. Watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos, that's great too. But at the end of the day, there's nothing more exciting for me is when I get a crypto payment. And if you do give a crypto payment, throw it in the chat to let me know that you sent the payment so I can give you a personal shout out, because it means a lot and it's a lot of fun, which is the whole reason I got into cryptocurrency in the beginning. Was it's a whole lot of fun getting those crypto coins and then holding them and stacking them and that kind of thing. Because every crypto I get, guys, I think of it like a wall. Every brick that I lay on that wall, I intend for them to stay there. So if you see your favorite cryptocurrency on the screen, or if maybe there's one that's not on the screen, let me know, because I'd like to add it to the screen. And let's get back to the live. Let's go. And you are back here, guys. Sorry, I had the dog started to try to attack the neighbor's dog, so I had to bring him inside. But anywho, so basically, a couple things here with this Dubai ban is it seems like it's just being banned within the regulatory framework of how Dubai has their banking system set up at the um, free bank sector, which is basically the way that their banking and stuff is set up. So DFC said these tokens make it nearly impossible to comply with Global Financial Action Task Force (FATF) standards, which cites as a basis for the ban. As part of the crypto approval process, the DSA has also banned crypto mixing services, including Tornado Cash, are services that pull cryptocurrency from multiple users and redistribute it randomly to obscure transaction trail. And this seems like something also with like CoinJoin with Dash Crypto that they offer, as well as Cash Fusion on Bitcoin Cash, where it packages your transaction with a bunch of different transactions. And by the time the transaction actually meets it to the end user, it makes it virtually impossible to track it. So that seems like what's going on with worldwide crypto bans and stuff like this. Dubai didn't stop with privacy coins. The DSC also rewrote a stablecoin definition as of today. Only fiat-backed stablecoins now qualify. That means tokens pegged to real-world currencies and backed by high-end quality liquid assets. Algorithmic stablecoins are no longer permitted within the Middle Eastern city. Well, that's interesting. So it looks like algorithmic stablecoins are now not, at least by means of Dubai banking standards, not recognized as like an actual stablecoin. It looks like you actually have to have an asset backed stablecoin, not an algorithmic backed stablecoin. So it is kind of unfolding news, right? Monero is up 400% since the Binance delisting early of 2024. So shout outs to Legend to SoFlo out there, where we were catching this when it happened. It's up 400% since that dip, which was really the lowest it dipped that I can remember. It might have dipped in the bear market a little bit, but it was really the lowest dip that we saw. It's up 400% now, clocking in at over $600. Absolutely insane. So that's kind of with the privacy stuff we got going on here. Not too much, obviously, with that effective on the price, but I would say shifting the momentum back to some other coins. Let's take a peek at the 24-hour gainers and losers. But before we really do that, like I mentioned earlier, MicroStrategy has now acquired 13,626 Bitcoin for approximately 1.25 billion. It's one of its largest purchases since July, so that's kind of something to put on the radar. This is all simultaneously why net outflows are happening in the Bitcoin and the Bitcoin and the Ethereum space. Also, BitGo IPO plans. Digital asset firm BitGo is reportedly eyeing a U.S. IPO with a target valuation of 1.96 billion. So just some stuff happening here. Analysis at Standard Chartered declared 2026 the year of Ethereum. Projecting it will outperform Bitcoin and potentially reach $40,000 by 2030. So obviously, I would say that they're probably invested in Ethereum, and it's like anybody holding the token, they want to give you all these projections. But maybe it's possible, right? We saw Ethereum go from under $80 all the way up to $3,200. So it's not out of the world of like possibility, right? We've seen it happen before in coins like Doge. Dubai privacy token, like we said, we covered that. U.S. legislative process, the Senate Banking Committee scheduled a markup for a comprehensive U.S. market structure framework, signaling a major push for regulatory clarity in 2026. Like I said, where they're trying to get this vote to the Senate, to the entire Senate, to vote on clarity between what is a token and what is a security, right? So we can finally get that like marked in stone. So Bitcoin trading at a tight range of 90 to 92,000. Is that still the case? Bitcoin at about 91,000 as we speak at the time of making this live stream. So there is that. Tether, some Tether news here as well. As you guys know, Tether is the largest stablecoin by market cap and trading volume. It's been the longest running stablecoin made by Tether Unlimited, a company out of, I believe, Puerto Rico, somewhere down there in the Caribbean. Tether executed its largest crackdown to date, freezing 182 million in USD across 5 Tron wallets linked to suspected illegal activity. Now, my kind of eyebrows kind of raise on this because we're always, for some reason, and we don't know if it's because the U.S. government is got some type of got it out for Justin's son, but we've seen this whole circular argument kind of always tying back to Tron. And as you guys know, Tron is it's one of the top market cap coins. It's sitting at number 8. TRX is the token. It's been a token that has not hit an all-time high. I don't believe recently. I mean, it was all the way back in December of last year where it did a massive spike up. And this is where we started getting all this weird stuff where like they were like Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, basically had his funds frozen on I think it was the World Financial Token, WLFI. I think some Trump tokens as well. So this seems to be some type of circular argument that always somehow seems to lead back to Tron. You know, we don't know exactly why. We don't know if that's exactly even true. But it does seem to be, you know, does the U.S. government have their hands in Tether? Absolutely. Absolutely. So one can assume that if this is the case, they have the ability, Tron being a company, they can actually freeze the tokens, right? That's the kind of the problem with some of these stable coins is because they are centralized. And, you know, I'm not saying it is the case, but I'm saying there always seems to be some type of circular argument going back to Tron and this idea that something's getting frozen. We don't really understand why. So let's just keep that on the docket as well. Outflows and rotation despite institutional buying. Again, I told you about MicroStrategy buying that massive amount of Bitcoin. Largest purchase since July. Crypto ETFs saw $450 million in weekly outflows as retail engagement is at its lowest level since 2021. Lowest level since 2021. Wasn't that the bull run? Like wasn't that the maybe we're talking about the 2000 end of 2021 maybe? It's not really that accurate though. It doesn't seem like. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin laid out a walkway test for the network to ensure it becomes a fully quantum resistant and solidified in the coming years. So this has been kind of a topic that we've been covering with some of these tokens like Monad. Everybody had everybody had their panties in a wad with that Monad video I made. But really, what I was simply trying to point out is there's a lot of coins and a lot of tokens, and now even Vitalik is coming public and saying, this is something that they're doing. We want to make sure that we let everybody here know on the channel that this is a lot of cryptos are doing the same type thing. They're trying to go in the same direction. That way, they don't become outdated crypto software that becomes a token that goes to zero, right? So that's kind of the whole news bit. We'll kind of jump into prices and whatnot. If you guys got any comments, obviously appreciate it's a Monday. It's kind of quiet around here, which is not surprised, but yeah. Thoughts on Midnight, BSV has been delisted a lot. What's up, Mr. Full? Jolly, OMT, 600s. What is life, bro? What's good? BSV is bought in South Korea. Yeah, BSV is always so first off, BSV is always being traded heavily in South Korea, right? We've tried to tell everybody this for a number of years. That it really wouldn't take the entire world to push Bitcoin SV to like a $5, $6, $7 billion market cap. It wouldn't really take that because, for one, you can't get it over there. For two, the market cap's sitting at 385 billion. So let's take a peek on where the trading volume is. I don't follow any crypto exchanges in South Korea in terms of like following exactly the volumes that are happening on specific exchanges, but we have noted. Let's see here. The volume, 24-hour volume. So it looks like the volume on Bitcoin SV has picked up 244%. Is that accurate? Seems like an awful lot for the price to be where it's at. Let's pull up some shitcoin and see here too. It looks like a lot of the volumes here are skewed as well. So I don't know how accurate this really actually indeed is. Let's take a peek at Monero real quick here. I don't know exactly how they're tracking the volume. I don't know if that's really 24-hour volume. I mean, the volume is on Monero is up 188%, and it's been the top performing coin. So I don't really know exactly. We'll have to get some clarity on that. If you guys know, drop it in the comments. I don't know exactly how Coin Market Cap is referencing, unless this is what you're talking about. I mean, is this what you're talking about? This jump at 10 a.m. on BSV? We might need to do a video on this because yes, it's a substantial amount of volume for a token like BSV. 24-hour volume. Like we look at some of these coins, it's like nothing. See what Zcash is doing. But I don't know exactly. This says a 24-hour volume, but some of these metrics on some of these sites that provide this data, even coming from Binance, you gotta be weary a lot of times because like a lot of these coins on the top 200 look like their volumes are, they're not that crazy though. They're not that much. So let's see here. Yeah, that is a substantial amount of volume. So I'm glad you're pointing that out. BSV up. It looks like volume is coming in at 244% up. Is that accurate? Where is that coming from? Let's take a peek. I saw an up bit. They're doing 30% of the overall volume. Looks like some of the prices against the Korean won are still at about the same price it's trading everywhere. So it's not like there's a huge price discrepancy in different exchanges. So we can assume that arbitrage is minimal at the moment. That being the case, sometimes we'll see, especially with like coin tokens like Bitcoin Cash, we would see a massive price spike into different exchange tokens. And sorry, guys, it looks like my camera just froze there, but we'll keep the live stream going for a bit. So basically, yeah, I mean that is true. There's a massive volume spike on Bitcoin SV. Let's see if I can pull something up here to give you guys something. That is a large spike on volume. It's huge, actually. So have you guys noticed this? Is this what you're referring to with the volume spike on Bitcoin SV on the South Korean exchanges? Give you a rundown here. Let's see if we can find something. So, not really the best news to fit the description, but I will give it to you. Rising regulatory optimism, a strong rebound in Bitcoin's price surrounded the protocol. 24-hour trading volume spiked to 460% on January 5th. So that is a lot of volume, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we were talking about Bitcoin SV yesterday. We did drop a video about that. That video got a little bit of excitement, which is always good. But we also were talking about the Chronicle upgrade, which is a upgrade that I believe is supposed to go live in April or May. I believe the testnet is already going. It's basically it's going to be restoring some different opcodes that allow, I believe, from what I read, to essentially make basic building of different smart contracts a lot easier. Is kind of the thing behind that. At least that's how I interpreted it. We also got Terra node running in parallel with BSV node, right? The Bitcoin SV node. So, a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff here happening with BSV. Obviously, not reflective in the current price. However, the current price can always change. We've seen that with we've seen that with Zcash here over the last couple months, where we saw a major pile up in BSV price, in Zcash price, where we saw basically, it rise against Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I heard somebody over on Carl's Join the Moon site. He's kind of always telling you can only buy Bitcoin and profit. Him and that other Gomer pile over there were talking about how Bitcoin or how Zcash was going to zero, which I thought was really funny because we didn't see any of these YouTubers talking about Zcash as it rose up because they didn't know it was rising up. And then the minute it comes down a bit, they're the first ones to go and criticize it, to say, I told you so, and I told you so. But in reality, Carl at the Moon doesn't know. He's another BitBoy crypto. He's heading to zero, I would say. So, there's some other guy over there. I think he was doing an interview with Carl. It somehow popped up because I was looking for Zcash information on the internet. And, it's just kind of funny, right? It's like, I heard, what was it? AJ Wright's crypto, BitBoy's protege was over there talking about it too. Like short Zcash now. It's like, dude, where were you guys when Zcash was going up? It's like you guys were nowhere because you didn't see it coming up, and they didn't think it was going to go up. And Zcash turmoil. Look, we got more stuff kind of on the back end of this. Not really setting the stage for anything great with Zcash. Because they're the first ones to be like, oh, we knew it was going down. You guys didn't listen. We guys knew it was going down. You didn't listen. Look, Coin Bureau, I tagged them in a video the other day. And even though the video didn't get a ton of views, it's kind of funny because when I tag them, they at least get an alert that I made the video. So these guys right here are trying to convince you that Zcash is going to go down, But if you go back, they were never talking about Zcash going up. Where were you guys at when fucking Zcash went up 1,300%? You guys weren't anywhere. You guys didn't see it go up because you didn't know it was going to go up because a lot of these crypto people are they're trying to get clicks. Look, this guy too, Gerard. I know a lot of people watch this channel. It always pops up here that you guys watch this guy. But a lot of the stuff he says does not make sense. It simply does not make sense. They're talking about Zcash being a Ponzi scheme. Guys, Zcash was created by MIT, just FYI. Not only was it created by MIT, it's had further developments far surpassing Bitcoin's developments over the last 17 years. Zcash obviously being about 10 years old, Bitcoin being older. It's had more upgrades. And they're telling you it's a Ponzi scheme that's going to die. But look at this. This is a log chart. He's looking at a log chart right now. Look at that candlestick, guys. It literally has engulfed I would say 4/5 of the graph, right? It's just absurd that these people are saying this about Zcash. It's actually humorous because it almost is as if they have no experience with trading at all. What's happening with Zcash? Look, here's another guy. We don't know. We don't know what he's saying. We don't care. It looks like Caesar over there is talking yesterday. Zcash ready to pump again. Caesar was right, actually. Zcash did experience a rise from $360, $70 upwards to over $400 last night. It came down a bit, but privacy is on the move. Okay. And look, this guy was talking about Bitcoin Diamond being a big gainer, and look at him. Zcash crypto review: why it will lose money. I don't know, guys. I don't know if all the crypto YouTubers literally have clicked on Zcash, and it's going to sound a bit arrogant coming from my position, but it's true that we were the only one, other than like maybe Caesar towards the middle of it, that were actually talking about Zcash being a top coin. And look, all of these mainstream YouTubers are trying to get you to click on their video on why Zcash is going to zero. And this is all meanwhile, while we are already as Zcash holders, we already anticipated there being some fallout from the electric coin company. Why? Because they weren't getting paid anymore. They weren't getting any of the block reward directly sent from the mining 20%. They weren't getting it sent directly to their multi-sig wallet. So it would only make sense that they would rebrand a company and then try to ask the Zcash Foundation, which I put a link in the description video below, which these people don't even know about the Zcash Foundation, it seems like. They don't even know about really anything about Zcash, to be honest, because we could kind of tell that this is what was going to happen. This was going to be where Electric Coin Company was going to go to get funding to create further protocol upgrades on Zcash. But they won't tell you that. They'll tell you, oh, Zcash is in turmoil. Guys, Zcash is 700+% up for the year. It's the best performing coin of 2025. It's still the best performing coin of the last year to year. It's still the best performing coin. And it's not to convince you guys that what we say is right and what these people are saying with wrong, but just be careful on where you're, where was this guy? Where was Gerard during the Zcash pump? This is on log graph, guys. It was literally engulfing 4/5 of the graph in a matter of 2.5 months. From October onward, we hit massive. It was like all-time high. And yeah, we came down to 400 more than once. We came under 400, then shot right back up to 700. We're sitting on 400 now. And I don't know, maybe this guy right here is seeing that you guys watch his videos and my videos. That's what a lot of times YouTubers do. This is one of the main guys you watch. Another one you watch is this guy, Caesar. I don't know Caesar's real name. I don't know that this is his real name. But I'm Chadwick, guys, and I'm here to tell you that likely Zcash is going to be a top-running coin, similar to Arthur Hayes telling you guys as well. I did a short video, or a Zcash video a couple days back where I was talking about this. Because it makes sense. It makes sense for Zcash to be a top coin, guys. It has all the right attributes that fit into somebody's crypto portfolio that is a true crypto guy. Or a true crypto girl. It literally, Zcash, Dash even not so much, right? I would even have less optimism on Dash than I would with Zcash if I had to pick between the two. But this idiot here, this guy is a fucking moron. Okay, crypto banter. This guy is a literally a fucking moron. He was nowhere around while Zcash was making us tons of fucking gains. Nowhere around. Okay, Monero steals from Zcash. So a bunch of fancy words. You know, it's all it is. It's fancy words, guys. It's all it is. Zcash will continue to be a top coin. Monero will continue to be a top coin. There's no rivalry. It's not. Zcash is completely different technological wise than Monero. The entire blockchain and protocol, it's like comparing apples to oranges. The only thing that you could say is it's both a privacy token, it's both fruit. In terms of the way Zcash, the way Monero uses stealth addresses and how it's basically how they're upgrading the protocol to make less surveillance around the ring signatures and how Zcash works, completely different technology. I don't know if it's actually called ring signatures, but it's basically technology similar to FIRO, really, is the way Monero is more set up. But Zcash, guys, is nothing like Monero. It's completely different. So it's not even a fair statement to compare the two. It's like comparing Bitcoin to Ethereum. I mean, once you get past being the largest two market caps, they really have nothing in common. They're completely different. Same with Zcash and Monero, but it looks like this is kind of the clickbait of the week. I sold all my Zcash. Here's why. You're a fucking moron. If you should have sold your Zcash, you should have sold it at $700 because that's when all the FUD was coming around right before all the YouTubers went to take to the YouTube world to try to tell you it was going to go down. People are more bullish than ever on Zcash, guys. I have no intentions of exiting the Zcash space. With it rising up to where it did, almost $800 US, I've only became more bullish on it. Monero going up in price only makes me more bullish on Zcash as well. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, Monero is stealing market share from Zcash. Then why the hell did Zcash jump yesterday? Major candlestick up during the rise in Monero. It makes no sense, guys. It makes absolutely no sense. Let's jump into the comments, see what you guys are saying here. Everything going to zero. Yeah, nothing's going to zero, guys. We're at all-time highs for the crypto market cap. Gold is at an all-time high. Silver has hit an all-time high, came down, and going to hit another all-time high. The S&P, the NASDAQ, everything is at an all-time high. So this idea that crypto is going to be this like this market cap that sheds a lot of value is just absurd. Crypto is going to continue to hit an all-time high. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to lead the way with privacy coins. Why? Because the crypto cypherpunks in the beginning are going to make sure that happens. They're going to make sure that crypto goes in the direction of crypto, not in the direction of Wall Street. Wall Street can Ponzi off the gains on certain things, and that really the whole crypto market is a Ponzi scheme. Really, if you really want to look at it, I mean, it's like when you buy one coin, another 2 billion coins goes in the opposite direction, and so forth. We talked about this multiple times on the channel. That when you buy a crypto coin, that coin is paired to so many different trading pairs across various exchanges. Everything moves each other. Everybody buys this, everything goes like this. Everything buys this, and it just moves back and forth. It just moves like an algorithmic, the most beautiful math you've ever seen. All right, and I see the comments have kind of trickled down. We'll go and wrap it up here. Appreciate everybody coming down to the live stream. We'll get some videos. We'll try to find some clarity on that BSV volume, but I don't really know if there's ever going to be any with BSV in terms of us finding actual legitimate news sources. But nonetheless, we'll catch you in the next video live stream. You guys take care. Happy Monday. See you soon.